Yo, what's up guys? It's your boy Anizi with What If Naruto was kicked out of the Uzumaki clan and raised by the Otsutsukis part 2. So, let's get started. It was the night of the day Naruto was betrayed. Naruto was currently standing outside the Uzumaki mansion as his new eyes, the Tensegon, a gift from Hamura that activated after Hinata stabbed him in the heart, were active. With it, he could see Minato, Krishna, Menma and Mito were out of the Uzumaki compound. It's time, Naruto thought. Naruto landed in the Uzumaki compound. As he saw the door, Naruto aimed his hand at the door and blasted a blue Tensei gun beam, blowing it up. 2 Uzumakis came running out before 2 chakra rods pierced them. Naruto ran in to see he was surrounded. "You, how are you alive, disgrace?" Lord Menma and Lady Mito said they had killed you with the help of the Hyuga princess and the future bride of Menma, Hinata Hyuga. Taku yelled. "It doesn't matter how I survived. All that matters is your death," Naruto says. "Kill him," Taku yelled as a red-haired Uzumaki who had chakra chains. "I order you," he said, as the others rushed at Naruto. Naruto avoided a slice from one of the Uzumaki swords and jumped to avoid another who tried to strike his leg before Naruto formed the bones from his hands and shot the 2 Uzumakis who struck him, making them turn into dust. How do you have the bloodline of the Kaguya clan?" Lady Krishna didn't tell you how that, and she could sense every single bloodline, Taku yelled. "Wait a minute. How do you have the Sharingan with 9 Tomoes on your forehead? And what's with those eyes? They're different. They have a pattern in it," Taku asked. Naruto avoided hits from the Uzumaki clan members who was hitting him. "Shinra Tensei," Naruto yelled, killing the Uzumakis that surrounded him, apart from Taku who managed to escape. "I unlocked my true heritage. I am now Otsutsuki, not Uzumaki," Naruto yells. "So you tested on yourself, just like Orochimaru, that disgrace, and now you say that this Otsutsuki is a clan? Ha 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 ha. That's not how it works, you blue-haired freak. You have to be born a clan member. You can't just make one," Taku yells. Naruto got mad. "How dare you mock the Otsutsuki clan? For that, you will die," Naruto says, as he rushes at Taku, who runs away. Naruto flies behind him, only for Naruto to be stopped by the strongest Uzumaki clan member alive, Daisuke, a survivor of the Second Shinobi War, who had fought evenly with Hashirama and Madara Uchiha, and a man who had also killed the 3rd Mizukage. He is currently the strongest Uzumaki and the strongest shinobi in the world. "So Naruto, you dare to try to kill us after all we did? You should have died, because now you'll be tested on to see if we can replicate the power that you hold, as it will do better for the clan rather than for you," Daisuke said. "You think you could beat me, Daisuke? I'm not the same weak kid I used to be before I unlocked my power. This time, I will end you and your pathetic clan," Naruto says, as Daisuke charges at Naruto. "How dare you disrespect the Uzumaki clan, you lesser life form, you lesser blue-haired freak," Daisuke yelled. 5 elemental sword slash, Daisuke yelled, as he banged down his sword, each with a bit of the 5 elements on it, as he tried to cut Naruto in half, but Naruto stopped it with 2 fingers. "Is that all, Daisuke? The elemental sword king of the Second Shinobi War, and the one who managed to fight Madara Uchiha and Hashirama Senju to a standstill, getting stopped by a little kid? Is that truly what you can do? Perhaps this clan has truly gone pathetic," Naruto mocked. "Impossible. My 5 elemental sword slash, the one that ripped off Madara's arm and Hashirama's eye. How did you stop it? Wait a minute. Are you a worthless, disowned Uzumaki, mocking me, a pure-blooded Uzumaki Daisuke of the Second Shinobi War, and the rival of Madara and Hashirama? How dare you?" yelled Daisuke, as he rushed at Naruto, and chakra chains surrounded Naruto. Naruto then flares up his aura, breaking the chains. "Is that all?" Naruto says, mocking him. How dare you? Is this a dream? How is this possible? How can you break our bloodlines, our clan's secret bloodline, our treasure, that not even the great Kyuubi could break out of? How could you break our chakra chains? Damn you, Naruto, damn you," yelled Daisuke, but Naruto had enough. He held out his hand and shot a chakra rod straight in the middle of Daisuke's head, killing the Uzumaki. "Now then, where is Taku?" "Oh, there he is," Naruto says, using Senjutsu to sense where Daisuke had run off to. Naruto then rushes towards him, killing all the Uzumaki guards in the way. Taku was running away, sweat dripping from his face, as he heard screams of terror and horror as he heard blood splattering everywhere. He didn't want to look behind, as that was a scary scene. Just hearing it scared him. He looked behind to see Naruto, the weakling, killing everyone. As he finally found the courage to look behind, he got to the bookshelf. He wanted to, as he knocked on it hard. "Open the door! Open the fucking door now!" Taku yelled, begging the clan's members who was in the hiding area to open it. The secret pathway opened as he ran through them. He then heard screams as the two guards that were guarding the secret pathway had their heads pierced. Run as fast as you can. Nothing can save you from me. Not even your brothers, your sisters, your cousins, your sons, your daughters, fathers and mothers. Today, all of you will die over here. Everyone here today will pay for their crimes against me. Today, you will all die, Naruto says. Taku ran as fast as he could until he encountered the last of the Uzumaki, 10 children and 5 adults and 2 elders. "Oh, I'm so glad you're here. You know," Taku was cut off by a slap. "You idiot, you just led him here. You were meant to sacrifice your life so that our clan can live. Have you not seen his eyes? He's gonna kill us. Those eyes, they're the most powerful in existence, both of them. They have no rival," she yelled, Elder Ryu Uzumaki. "I'm sorry, Honorable Elder. I couldn't. I was just too scared. I needed to escape, and this was the only way I knew how to," Taku said. "You fool. Now our entire clan is doomed because of you. You led that freak Naruto towards us. He possesses a combination of the Rinnegan and the Sharingan on his forehead, and he also has the rumored Tensugan, the next level of the Byakugan, and the eyes of the Sage's brother. This guy has the power of the Sage's brother and the Sage's 6 paths, and if he has that, we're going to..." Elder Sumi was cut off as a chakra rod pierced her head. Now, old bitch, don't go giving away my secrets," Naruto says. Naruto, you must forgive us. It was for the well-being of the clan. If you spare us, I'll force Krishna to give you the clan head status," Elder Ryu Uzumaki said, but Naruto laughed. "Why would I want to join this pathetic shitty clan when I'm Otsutsuki now?" Naruto says, as Ryu's eyes widen. "Do not disrespect that name, that clan name. Just because you have those eyes doesn't make you part." Elder Ryu was cut off as his head was also pierced. You killed Elder Ryu," the reigning Uzumaki said as Naruto laughed. "Did you really expect anything less? Now, for the rest of you," Naruto says. "We won't die over here. Not today, not ever," yelled the remaining Uzumakis as they charged at him, including Taku. "Shina Tensei," Naruto says, as the remaining Uzumaki, the 10 children and the 5 Uzumakis as well as Taku all died. Naruto went on and sat on Krishna's throne, aka the clan head's throne. As he waited, a few hours has passed by and the doors opened. "Ah, Rookie Knee's dead," yelled Mito. As Naruto heard that yell, Naruto smirked as he heard footsteps coming towards him as they were running. "Who the hell did this?" Menma yelled as that was heard by Naruto. "Menma, Mito, stay behind." Krishna, Minato yelled as Naruto heard that. "Minakun, my clan is gone. It happened again. Did the cloud, the mist, or the rock attack us again? We were meant to celebrate our daughter-in-law's brave heroics to cure the clan disgrace, even after the warnings we gave him to not be a shinobi and not to disgrace us. But now our clan's dead," Krishna says with sobs. Naruto then heard footsteps as they got closer and closer, until he saw them. When they saw him sitting on Krishna's throne, with dead bodies surrounded, they got mad. "Did you do this, Naruto?" Krishna yelled. "I thought it was obvious that I did," Naruto says, as Minato flashed in front of him, only for Minato to be punched into the wall as wood surrounded him, making a cage. "Ha ha 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 ha. Krishna, for too long you have made me out to be a monster, just because I didn't match your perfect ideal version of an Uzumaki. Now, I shall be the monster that you wanted to ruin your family. But guess what? Now that I did it, I killed yours. Now how does it feel? How does it feel to know that this could have been avoided if you had just not been arrogant and cared for me?" Naruto says. "You damn bastard. You're always jealous. Hinata-chan picked me, a red-haired Uzumaki clan over you, a disgraced yellow-haired slave," Menma yelled. As Naruto got mad at hearing Hinata's name and grabbed Menma, punched him in the stomach. Then he broke the seal, freeing the Ninetales. "Ashura, is that you?" Kurama asked. "Kurama, go and ravage this village, however you like. Get your revenge." However, make sure to leave 25% of it alive, as I want to be the one to end the village. Do you understand? Naruto says as Kurama nodded. He then rushed out. Naruto, no! Order it to stop, now! Minato yelled. Naruto laughed. Payback's a bitch. But now, Kushina, Menma Mito, let me show you what happened to your clan, as he used Tsukuyomi to force them to watch the experience over and over again of each Uzumaki, of how they died. You monster! Menma yelled out. As Naruto laughed, Naruto then released the woodbines and walked out of the Uzumaki compound to see the village was on fire as Kurama ravaged it, as it was eating the villagers, as it was destroying the houses, as it was shooting tail beast bombs and destroying everything it could. All he saw was destruction, and Naruto took it in with glee and excitement. He laughed it off. Kurama, soon you'll have to give half of yourself to me so that I can revive Kaguya. Hagoromo's son has demanded Kaguya Bao-chan be released. Naruto says, what? But why? Kurama said with fear. Because the humans have misused chakra. Naruto replied, I understand. I shall let the Bijus know, said Kurama. Good. Now I shall take my leave, Naruto says, only to see a yellow flash and sees ex-family standing in front of him and Kurama. Don't you have Kurama to take care of? Naruto says. We will, but then after that we will capture you and force you to be his Jinchuriki, since Menma Mito and Krishna's chakra network is too weak to contain the thing, and the other Uzumaki are dead. You will be the hated Jinchuriki. That will be your punishment for what you have done, Minato yelled. Yeah, no, I decline, Naruto says, as he teleported away before Minato could say anything. No, damn you, Naruto, you'll pay, Krishna yelled. Damn you, Naruto, you took away everything, my clan, my family, my power, my status. I'll make you pay, Menma yelled. How dare you, Naruto? How dare you kill our family for your transgressions? You will be destroyed, yelled Mito into the air. As Naruto arrived at his destination, it was the Hidden Rain village. He walked outside of the gates when a guard came up and pushed him onto the floor. What do you think you're doing? Look at the great gates of Lord Pain, brat, the guard yelled. Naruto got up, grabbing the man's neck. Did you, a weak human, just touch me? Do you not know your place? Naruto says, as he tightened the hold. But before Naruto could kill him, he dodged a black rod and a piece of paper coming at him. You have some nerve, boy, touching a shinobi under the protection of me, the god Pain. You have chosen Pain. Pain says, well, let's see how strong you are, masochist, Naruto says, as both were about to dash at each other, but was then stopped to see Obito and Zetsu. Speak, why have you betrayed us? Obito, or Tobi, Zetsu, Pain asked. I haven't betrayed you. He is a new member of the Akatsuki. He single-handedly destroyed the Uzumaki clan of Konohagakure and 78% of the Leaf Village and freed the Nine Tails, which makes our jobs much more easier, Obito says. I see, he could join. But next time, boy, don't attack my people, or else Madara protects you or not, I will end you, Nagato says. Naruto laughed. As you wish, Lord Makasis. Naruto says as Pain and Conan got mad. Show some respect to Lord Pain. He is God, Conan says. I don't show respect to anybody that hasn't earned it, Naruto says. As Conan and Naruto started getting into a fight, while Obito/Tobi tried to stop it. A few years had passed. Naruto was currently under Genjutsu. He was making his way to the Hidden Leaf Village with 3 other people. 2 were Genin and the other was a Jonin. His target was Gaara. Over the years, they had caught 5 tail beasts. Itachi and Kisame had caught the 3 tails. Deidara and Sasori, as well as the zombie brothers, had caught the 4 and 5 tails. Tobi and Zetsu had caught the 6 tails, while Pain and Conan had caught the 7 tails. His goal was to capture the 1 tails, since he had already handed over half of Kurama's chakra to Pain so that they could use that. Then after that, they were going to attack the Cloud Village to get the 2 and 8 tails. Naruto chuckled, as soon Hagoromo Tosa-chan and Hamura and Uncle Hamura and Kaguya Bao-chan will be free. Naruto stopped at the gates of his destination. What was once considered hell was now just a mere memory in his head. This was Konohagakure, and he was now entering this village for the second and most likely last time. Naruto handed his paperwork to the guards as they let him in. Naruto chuckled at seeing the destruction he had left 4 years ago. Naruto walked in to the destroyed sector as all Leaf citizens were forced to stay in some rebuilt hotels while them lot The foreigners, as they called us, had to stay in the destroyed sector. Both of you better pass, Naruto says to the genin. Yes, Lord Ashura, they say. That's right, Naruto had chosen his past name, because he couldn't enter as Naruto, as he was a S rank Konoha enemy in the Bingo book, and was known for destroying a village, or nearly destroying one, but not just any village, Konoha Gakure, one of the Great Five, and destroying the strongest clan, as well as destroying the strongest shinobi, Daisuke Uzumaki. Naruto sighed as he fell asleep. Tomorrow is gonna be a day. The next day, Naruto was now in the training exams waiting area. He was feeling disgusted being back in this trash hole, as Naruto heard some ruckus and turned to see his ex-brother pointing at all of them. I, Menma Uzumaki, will beat all of you and show you the true power of Leaf and the Uzumaki clan, Menma yells. As Naruto got mad, he looked at the rookies, the bastards that tried to kill him for being better than them. He then saw the only person that helped him out who had grown to be beautiful. This was Satsuki Uchiha. She was breathtaking. He saw Menma walk up to her. So, Satsuki-chan, are you ready to be my wife? When we both become Chunin, you will bear my kids, since we will get married. That is the will of my father, the Hokage, your leader, and you cannot deny that. I can't wait, Menma says. As Sasuke turned a blind eye to that. It was Menma, someone who he trusted. Plus, by giving him Satsuki, it will make the Uchiha clan more powerful, as the combination of Uzumaki and Uchiha will be undefeatable. A slap was heard as Menma was sent flying. If you for 1 second think I will allow you to impregnate me and I will bear your child, then you must be out of your mind. I will never ever let someone who hated one of their own for not having red hair bear my child, or I will not bear the child. I love Naruto-kun and I will only bear his offspring, Satsuki said. This surprised Naruto. She loved him? Since when? But then, as Naruto was thinking this, Naruto heard a scream and saw Satsuki getting slapped in the face. He got mad. You dare speak about that weak traitor and having his child with an Uchiha? No, it's not up for negotiation. You will marry Menma, cause I demand it, as the next head of the Uchiha. The Uchihas need to have ties with the Hokage, and they need to be on good terms, Sasuke yelled. Yes, Satsuki, I don't get why you want that traitor, a murderer. He killed Menma-kun's entire clan. He was ugly and weak. It's why I left him, says Hinata. Naruto got mad. How dare that bitch say that about him? Oh, he was gonna make that slag suffer. Oh really? So, you think that's why your precious Menma-kun's clan is dead? He yelled. Satsuki with rage making everybody gasp. Let me tell you why it's dead. It's because Menma-kun's family and clan messed with the wrong person and they were too weak to defend themselves, Satsuki said, as everybody gasped from the Konoha side. Suddenly chains were sent at her. You dare mock my clan? You have the privilege of marrying into it, but you mock us instead, yelled Mito. Only for Naruto to put his hand up, disintegrating the chain before quickly teleporting away. What happened? What did you do? You've been talking to him, haven't you? There was only one person, that disgrace, that could break our chains. Menma yelled, going to slap her, but was stopped. You're making a scene, honorable son of the Hokage, a white-haired snake man said. Menma looked around. You got lucky. I'll punish you when we're married, Menma said. After that, Kabuto told the rookies how he had information, and they asked for Gaara's information, but everybody froze when Satsuki asked her a question. Do you have any information on Naruto-kun? I think it goes by Naruto Otsutsuki now, she asked. Kabuto sighed. Yes, I do. The latest bingo book entry. It goes Naruto Otsutsuki, the Slayer, rank SS. Everything is unknown. All that is known is that he has a combination of the Rinnegan and Sharingan in his forehead, and some sort of weird evolution of the Tensugan. He destroyed the remainder of his clan, the Uzumaki clan, leaving 3 to suffer. He also destroyed 75% of the strongest nation, Konoha Gakure, and freed the Nine-Tails. Do not engage unless you have a team of 5 Kages. He had destroyed the clan of Daisuke, including Daisuke Uzumaki himself. You see, Satsuki, he's a monster. Now forget that monster and be a good wife. Menma yelled. Fuck off, we all know why he did that. He didn't go insane. He has got revenge for what you monsters did to him. Satsuki says. Damn you, Naruto, Menma yelled before Ibuki came. Quiet down or you're disqualified, said Ibuki. Their teams went in and did their test. Naruto basically passed. As for the second test, it was easy too, as Naruto is teleported behind the Genin team, took the scrolls, killing them with the ore cat, killing Ashburn, and then teleported to the tower with his team. This was where he met his fake sensei, who congratulated him. Naruto Ashura, as he called himself, walked into the room and was now waiting for the other contestants to arrive. A few days had passed, and the rest of the contestants has arrived. He looked to see his target, Goro, who had completed his test successfully and was bloodlusted. Naruto sighed. This is why humans shouldn't be trusted with powers. They made a beast made to protect them hate them. Congratulations. For all of you who have passed this test, these training exams are a substitute for war. That nations can go to show off their powers instead of going to war. However, because we have too many contestants, today you'll be facing each other in battles to advance, Minato says as Naruto glared at him. The battles Naruto saw were quite possibly the most pathetic things in existence. He has seen 2 of those kunoichis from his class, so-called kunoichis from his class, years ago battle. Ino and Sakura were quite possibly the most pathetic things he's seen. That fight was pathetic. It was mostly them fighting over Sasuke, a boy. And let's not forget about the Uchiha, who almost lost to a cannon fodder. And then the worst was his ex-brother, who had to fight to win. If that was the Uzumaki chosen heir alongside Mito, then the clan should be happy that he ended them, as they were just worthless and disgraceful. Naruto looked at the screen. He saw his name and Rock Lee's name. Naruto smirked. This bastard attacked him and tried to kill him years ago, on the day Hinata stabbed him. Now, this will be time for revenge. Naruto walked up and saw people booing at him. As that was from the Konoha crowd, Naruto didn't care. Even though they didn't know it was Naruto, they just booed for everybody that wasn't Konoha, which was kind of racist if you think about it. I shall show you the power of youth, Rock Lee says as Naruto stayed quiet. He didn't want to encourage this fetish Lee and Lee sensei guy had with the youth. It was quite disturbing to see that he had some sort of fetish towards the youth. Are you scared from my amazing power of youth? Are you scared to fight me? Lee taunted, making Naruto's eyes twitch. Why would I, an Otsutsuki elite, be scared of a pathetic weakling, clanless, chocolate shinobi like Lee? Naruto thought. I do not waste my time speaking to those who are weak. I'll show you in battle. I'm ready to start, Proctor, Naruto says, making Lee get mad as the Konoha crowd booed. Stop trying to act cool. You're not as good as Lee, yelled the Konoha shinobi. I'm ready. I'll show you the power of youth, Lee yelled. Very well, start, Proctor says. As Lee rushed in at Naruto, who blocked his arm, Lee jumped off the arm and then the wall and goes in for a punch, only for Naruto to flick Lee's forehead, sending him to the wall. Is that all the power of youth has? Pathetic, Naruto says, making Lee and Guy get mad. How dare you? Guy sensei, I'm sorry, but I must remove my weights to show this guy his place, Lee yelled. Go ahead, my student. Show this heretic non-believer the power of youth and spit on him, Guy says as Lee starts unwrapping his weights. As he started chanting, spit on the non-believer, spit on the non-believer. Wait, what are weights gonna do? Tamari asked. Just you wait, inferior sand scum. Watch the power of Konoha training. Menma yells. Make it a Sand Shinobi get pissed off. They want to kill Menma for what he had just said to the princess. Suddenly a boom was heard and Lee dropped the weights. As when the dust cleared, craters were seen. Now then, Ashura Otsutsuki, I will show you your place, non-believer, for disrespecting the power of youth. I will destroy you and then spit on you. I will spit on the non-believer, Lee yelled as he disappeared and reappeared in front of Naruto, only to find his punch was blocked. Is that all? The favorite student of the strongest taijutsu user in Konoha, Mighty Guy, can usher up. If that is it, then you truly are pathetic, Naruto says, pushing him back. Let me show you power, Lee says, but was cut off. Let me show you power of something you can't do, you inferior creature. You can't even use ninjutsu, yet you try to act like you're strong. Fire style. Majestic flame destroyer, Naruto says as a fire torrent came towards Lee. I'm sorry, Guy sensei, but I'm gonna have to use it to survive. First gate open, second gate open, third gate open, Lee yelled as he still didn't have enough power to avoid. Damn it, I have to push past my limits. I can already feel the pressure of the gates, but I must do this. Fourth gate open, fifth gate open, sixth gate open, Lee yelled as the pain got higher and higher the more he opened it. But then Lee whooshed out of the way as he goes in to punch Naruto, only for Naruto to catch it. Naruto then throws Lee away. Lee barely manages to redirect himself back into the ring. Damn you, Naruto. Damn you, Ashura, I'm sorry guy sensei, but to show my worth and to prove the power of youth, I must use it. 7th gate open, Lee yelled. Lee then rushes at Naruto with great speed as Naruto's eyes widen, not from fear, but shock that immortal can reach this level of speed. Or obviously it wasn't anywhere near him, but it was still quite impressive for a mortal. Naruto counters with a kick of his own, which staggers Lee as Lee goes in for a punch, which Naruto also counters with his own, which staggers Lee once again. How can this boy keep up with 7th gate? Lee, guy yelled. He's a monster, yelled Kunai. That's impossible. Minato-kun, we need to wed him to Mito to restore the Uzumaki clan to its former glory, Krishna says as Mito smirked. This man shall father my babies, and then I shall be the undisputed heiress of the Uzumaki clan, Mito thought. Mema clenched his hands. How dare this no-name appear and be the strongest? That was his destiny, to be the strongest of the generation and the child of prophecy and the Uzumaki heir. Not even that, if he married Mito, then she would definitely become the clan heir, as she will have a stronger child to offer, because she has the Biju suppressing chakra as well as chakra chains, while he only had the chakra chains. And adding this man's power, or this boy's power, to Mito's children will make them the undisputed strongest. If only that disgrace was still here to make it feel good, but no, that disgrace must die for destroying my family, Mema thought. Kiba was jealous. Hinata was burning with rage. How dare this man surpass her, Menma-kun, and was making him jealous. Perhaps she should do what she did to Naruto on this ashura, seduce him and kill him. Yes, then she will have Menma father her children in return. Menma clenched his hand. Such power outside of Konoha was dangerous. The Leaf needed this. He would force this ashura to marry his daughter and give her children. Then he would kill him. That power needed to stay in the Uzumaki clan and the Leaf village. You are pathetic. So is this the power of youth? This match is already over, Naruto says as he flicks Lee on the forehead with a tiny bit of chakra, sending him flying out of the chewing exam into the forest. Winner, Ashura Otsutsuki, the proctor said with fear as Naruto smiled at the humiliating defeat the clown had. After that, he saw the match where Neji destroyed Hinata and took pleasure in it, although he wished he could have destroyed her himself, but it was okay. Now they were lined up as they were getting their opponents for the next round. Naruto picked out his card and saw he got Gaara, his target. Naruto smiled. Nothing will stop the revenge of the Otsutsuki. Once Grandma Kaguya, Uncle Hamura and Father Hagoromo are revived, we shall judge these lesser life forms, Naruto said quietly as he walked back to the hotel. His teammates were disappointing, they failed. But guys, that's all for this part. Peace.